You know that feeling when you get a parking ticket? That little orange envelope on your windshield just ruins your whole day. You're annoyed, you're out some money, and you just want to forget about it. But for one man, a simple parking ticket didn't just ruin his day. It ended his entire life on the run. This is the story of how a routine parking violation led police straight to a fugitive who had been hiding in plain sight for years. It started in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Nothing out of the ordinary. A patrol officer was doing a standard check of parked cars overnight. He noticed one vehicle that had been in the same spot for a few days. Against the curb, a little too far from the driveway. It was a minor infraction, so he wrote up a ticket, stuck it under the wiper, and moved on. Standard procedure. Happens a million times a day. But this ticket didn't get paid. Weeks went by. The system flagged it. A notice was sent to the registered address. It came back. Return to sender. Address not found. That raised a tiny red flag. So a clerk dug a little deeper. They ran the plates again, cross-referenced with another database. And that's when everything changed. The car wasn't just registered to a bad address. It was registered to an alias. A name that pinged in a system reserved for much more serious crimes. This wasn't about an unpaid $60 fine anymore. Detectives were notified. They set up surveillance on the car. For 2 days, nothing. And then, on the third day, a man approached. He looked ordinary. He got in, started the engine, and drove off. They followed him. Not a high-speed chase. Just a quiet tail. He drove to a grocery store, bought some milk, and went back to a small apartment a few miles away. He had no idea he'd been made. The team moved in. They knocked on his door. When he answered, they used a simple ruse about a community safety check. They asked for his ID. He gave them a driver's license with a different name. But his manner was off. He was too nervous for a man just getting a parking ticket reminder. One of the detectives, almost as an afterthought, asked him about the car. Specifically, about the ticket. The man froze. That was the tell. In that moment, he knew the game was up. A fingerprint check at the station confirmed it. The man living a quiet, anonymous life was wanted for armed robbery in another state. He'd vanished 7 years earlier. No trail. No digital footprint. He'd been careful. He paid cash, kept to himself, and never drew attention. He was so careful, in fact, that he ignored the one piece of paper that could connect his old life to his new one. A parking ticket. He thought if he just ignored it, it would go away. Instead, it was a neon sign pointing right at him. He's now serving his sentence. All because he parked a little too long in the wrong spot. So the next time you get a parking ticket, maybe don't be so quick to complain. For one police department, it was the key that locked a door nobody else could find.